Yes, people, another Niall's thoughts on Let's Talk Premier League. And this one is quite a symbolic one because I'm recording this at 11 a.m. But I am not making this public until 4:30, and there's a reason for that. Today, we should have been sat, or some would have been in the stadium, to watch the North London derby at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium between Tottenham and Arsenal. But because the Premier League have allowed Arsenal Football Club to cheat, there will be no North London derby today. I think this is utterly disgraceful. I think you look at the issues of these postponements. Now, obviously, if you have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cases, absolutely, you should have the right to call your game off. But when you have one, and you have some players in African Cup of Nations, and you have some players out on loan, absolutely no way should you be allowed to get your game postponed. In normal times, you would have been told to go get a few of your reserve players, shove them on the bench, and deal with it. But nowadays, you are allowed to blatantly cheat. Thomas Tuchel spoke about this in his press conference. He said he severely hopes clubs are not abusing this power. They are abusing this power, and this must stop now. We have to get this stopped. No longer should you be allowed to call a game off because of one case, or 2 cases, or 3 cases. You should be forced to play. Just because you don't have your strongest team available does not mean that is a reason not to play your football matches. There are a backlog of fixtures now, a huge backlog, and we have spoken at length with the issues of having all of these postponed games and when are we going to play them. Luckily for Spurs and Arsenal, they're not in Europe. So they do have a few free weekday fixtures that they can make, or a few spaces for these midweek rearranged fixtures. But this is not in any shape or form acceptable, and it takes away everything regarding fair play. Because, just as I said, because you have not sorted out your squad depth, because you have not, thought of the African Cup of Nations, that doesn't mean a thing. You loaned out Ainsley Maitland-Niles during AFCON. What did you expect? Did you loan out Ainsley Maitland-Niles so that you could be in this position where you would like to get fixtures rearranged? It is a disgrace. It is a disgrace. And it's not because it's Arsenal. It's not because of anything like that. It is because there are clubs that have to play regardless. Plymouth Argyle played against Birmingham City in the FA Cup and we had 3 cases. Did we look to get that game postponed? No, we did not. Chelsea had many COVID cases when they were forced to play their game against Wolverhampton Wanderers. They asked, they were told no. What's the difference? What is the ultimate difference, apart from the Premier League wishing to help Arsenal Football Club cheat and try and steal their way into the top 4? They may have got top 4 even without this cheating, but this is a joke. Now, I do wonder if they will be fit enough or available for the Liverpool game on Thursday night in the Carabao Cup. I would be really interested to see that. Because is this really something that Arsenal are using to their advantage? Has their training ground been shut down? I haven't heard of anything like that. They have 1 case. That's not enough to get a game postponed. It's not enough to get a game cancelled. No, it's not. Just because you have got 4 or 5 players in the African Cup of Nations, just because you have a few players out with injuries, just because you have decided to loan players out to other clubs that could have been a help to yourself, it's not acceptable. None of this will ever be acceptable because it is a form of cheating. And Thomas Tuchel said if he finds out people are acting like this, he will be very, very angry. Well, guess what? I think we're about to see a very angry Thomas Tuchel, because one case is nowhere near enough to get your game shut down or postponed. But it does favour Arsenal. Let's not be naive. This does favour Arsenal. This favours them in a way that they can do this because it gives them extra training time before the Liverpool game. It gives them that extra time to work on a training pitch to see what they can do to get to a final of the Carabao Cup. Where's the difference? Liverpool's situation was different. They had false positives, and even I condemned Liverpool for that. That wasn't even acceptable. They should have played that game as well. But theirs is slightly different because they had false positives and all of that, although the likeliness of the false positives are very slim. Different. You have one confirmed case. No positives, no other positives. One confirmed case, and you get this game called off. Unacceptable to the highest degree. Because it gives them an advantage. They can play this Spurs game with a fully fit squad, with their players back from AFCON. They'll have Partey back. They'll have Pepe back. They'll have Aubameyang back. But the difference is, two of those have not played for Arsenal in a very long time. Two of those aren't even wanted by Arteta, Aubameyang and Pepe. There's a difference. There is no difference. Saka was out injured. Okay, cool. Smith Rowe's out injured. Okay. Problem being what? Charlie Patino could have played. Didn't put Charlie Patino on, did you? He's played against Sunderland, played against Forest. Could have played him. Well, it's happened many a times, Other clubs have had to do it. It's not like Arsenal were like, we shouldn't play Leeds when they had a very depleted squad. I think they had one case and a lot of injuries, but you had no issue playing them. Why is that? Because it favoured you. It was a positive favour for Arsenal. They were happy to beat Leeds. They were happy to smash them, even though Leeds were depleted. But when the boot's on the other foot, Arsenal cry like a bunch of bitches. It's not my fault their fans are a bunch of wankers. It's not my fault that their fans have taken the moral high ground on this and gone, but other clubs have done it. That's not the case. If you're the classy club that you so call yourselves, this ain't a classy move because this is cheating. And the Premier League need to do something. It's not Arsenal. They've played the system. They've gone, we've got one case, you can't play. The Premier League, they now need to stop this crap. They need to be very firm. They should have told Arsenal no. They should have told Arsenal, you're playing that game. But they didn't. I couldn't tell you why, but that's the case. And I think this is a very dangerous situation because that leads to other clubs being able to do the same. If let's say Manchester United get one case, let's say De Gea gets COVID, are United going to be allowed to now postpone their game because they've had one case? Is that the standard we are setting? Because if that is the precedent that we now go into the rest of the season with, we're going to see games called off left, right and centre because other clubs go like, our best player's out injured or he's got COVID. Postpone the game. COVID. It's not acceptable. Right? You need to play these games because I have said multiple fucking times, you cannot end this season later than it already is. And the reason for that, it may not be the Premier League's fault, but it's because of the FIFA World Cup in the winter this year. Next season is going to be disrupted for 1.5, maybe 2 months because of a FIFA World Cup in the winter. There is no time. So get out there, play your fucking games and grow a pair of balls. If you haven't got a fully fit squad, go get some youth players and play them. Bayern Munich fielded a team, players on the bench that have no single cap for Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. They were on the bench. Go get your youth players, grow a pair of balls, stop crying your fucking eyes out and get out there and play these football matches. Because right now, you just look like a bunch of dicks. But that's Niall's thoughts. This, as I say, is being premiered at 4:30 because that, for me, is the best time to put this up. But thank you for watching, guys. As always, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Give me your thoughts on what you think is going on in these situations. And also, if you could check out our socials, Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL_. And also, if you are new to the channel and you've just come across this and you, even if you disagree, but you like the content, please hit the subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.